Isolation Nation, we're doing it again. Hello. Welcome to the Social Distancing Social Club. I'll be your spirit guide, Ben Glebe. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, just know you're here, you're safe, we got you. And we got 3 other guides to guide you through this experience. 2 of them will be comforting to you. One will tell you you're a pussy and eat a handful of meat. That one is not the one I'm about to introduce to you right now. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody. Ben is muted. I don't know how it happened. How could that possibly happen?
I'll tell you what happens when you don't come on time to the show. I'm trying to get people into the room, and then everything moves, and then I mute Ben.
Oh, no, that's... Oh, Taylor, I was really hoping you did it on purpose. Anyway, hey, welcome to the show. Hello. If you want to support the show, please do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You could PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, you can super chat on the YouTube. And that said, one of your other...
Can I just quickly say you look great in red?
This is Chris.
We're going to keep muting and unmuting.
Everybody.
Hours, everybody.
Oh, wow.
Hey, you're all a bunch of pussies and eat bags of meat. Anyway. Is that what I'm supposed to say to everybody? Anyway, I'm happy to be here. It's Wednesday, which is my Friday, so we have a show tomorrow. So anyway, Rachel's here. How you doing, Rach?
Queen.
I can't follow any of that. So just hello, everybody. What happened to Steve? You going home?
I'm Kenny from South Park now. No, I was muting myself since Ben was doing it.
Oh my God, they destroyed Kenny.
You bastard.
How are you, Queen? How's Mexico treating you? Are you staying now? Are you still planning your escape? What's the plan?
I'm planning my escape. I'm having the Airbnb host call a clinic to schedule a COVID test, hopefully for tomorrow. So that way I'll probably be back. I'll buy a flight for 3 days later. So like this weekend.
You know how they do COVID tests in Mexico, though, right?
How do they do the COVID test in Mexico, Ben?
Ooh, I mean, I wouldn't.
Is it up the butt?
Yep.
How do they do it?
What horrible...
That's how you take temperatures, Steve.
Yep, Steve.
It's not how I take temperatures.
How you take temperatures, Rachel? That's kind of an overshare, but that's all right.
Well, let me just tell you that that's how you take temperature at my formerly incredibly popular temperature clinic.
Formerly.
Is that what you're gonna do with your OnlyFans?
That's right.
They actually do have a new now test for severe COVID cases in China that involves sticking something in your ass. That came out in the
we're
news.
not just saying this out of nowhere. This is a historical based, factually based joke, Rachel and I.
Well, it has nothing to do with Mexico, but yeah, in China that is a thing that they're doing.
Oh, so you're saying that Chinese people would never want to go to Mexico? That's racist.
So, I think in China, if you fuck the bat and it dies, then you're pregnant. Is that how that works?
It's what did this show become? Why am I the one who got muted?
You only got muted because you were supporting the concept of me being muted intentionally, and that's
I still do.
Only there was a way you could mute. Thank you, Taylor.
Yeah.
We
Ben,
do not have an overnight game. So, Steve, what is today's game?
Today's game is we are going to boob a celebrity. Like boob gleep. No, we're going to boob a celebrity. The way it works is you take anything with the word boob or anything about a boob, and you put it in a celebrity's name. For instance, Boobie McFerrin. That's fun. Don't worry, be happy. Or Christopher Breast. That's a great documentarian. Or Nip Torn. That sounds like it hurts. Anyway, the point is...
Oh my God.
I mean, that's quite a leap from Christopher Hitchens, but I guess it is.
Take the name of a celebrity and then make it about a boob somehow, or boobs. And the way you participate is on our live stream. You can comment on our Twitter, our Twitch, our Facebook, or not Instagram, our YouTube. Damn it, it's been a while since I made that mistake. But comment on any of our feeds. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on air, make sure you comment with a tip, at least $5 of a super chat, a Venmo, or a PayPal, and we will read those at the end.
Did I ever tell the story of my almost nip torn?
Whoa.
Oh no.
Ouch.
It was it's nothing crazy. It was just in the basement of my, this is not starting out right, but in the basement of my uncle's house, and my brother had a fishing pole.
Definitely not starting out
It
right.
didn't, right? I
Nope, no.
realized that halfway through. He had a fishing pole, and I was behind him, and he goes to like cast, and then the fish hook clipped my nipple and stuck there, and I just go, ah! And took it off.
Why were you naked?
I wasn't. It was through the clothes.
Oh, okay.
Why does
Oh
your
my
uncle?
God.
Why does your uncle have a bunch of fish in his basement?
In a fishing pole. Not, we were just kids.
He used
We
to have
were
hamsters
playing
down there,
around.
but they drowned. Anyway.
Be like, oh, the fish are really biting today. It's a bit nippy.
Hey, Rachel, want to go down to the basement and see my fishing lake?
Hey, the downstairs is flooded, right? Okay.
Wait. Speaking of that, what Ben just said, did you have people that you went to school with that would have something really weird in their room just as a way to try to pick people up? Like there was always like the one guy in the dorm that had a pet bunny, and he would just be like, "Hey, do you want to come back to my dorm and see my bunny?" Like, do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I do know that I toured for many, many years with a portable ping pong set in all my hotel rooms.
No, you know what I'm talking about. That
Ben
is
was that
exactly.
kid. Yeah.
I had a buddy that didn't have a couch in his living room because then girls would have to go watch movies on his bed on his computer, and once they're in his bed,
Jesus.
they're halfway there, and I'm like, "You're a creepy fuck, dude." And then we stopped hanging out.
I knew a guy in college who didn't wear underwear because then if a girl ever unbuttoned his pants, you'd have to deal with it.
But also, if a girl is unbuttoning his pants, is it to see his boxers and walk away? Like, what's
You better believe it. You better believe it. A lot of people want to know what kind of boxer somebody wears and then just bounce.
I totally understand that. That is really. You know what? I'm sorry I asked that question.
Ben, did a woman tell you that? I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
I think you might have got
Ben
punked.
knew a guy in college whose name was him, and he.
No, I was not that kind of player in college. You know what I mean? I was a very young boy, romantically forlorn for one woman that didn't return my desires. You know what I mean? I mean, she did for a little while, but then it didn't work out. Anyway, that's the woman from the hot tub story. The point is, can I introduce the front row?
Please.
Great. Thank you so much. Video front row, please turn on your camera. Save me from this nightmare.
Oh my God! Look at LaBelle. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Chris LaBoobs. What is happening?
Hey! His eyes are up there.
Oh, I didn't know your fan makes you play dress up. Yikes.
That's usually the fan's butt. It's on the outside of his house, but he pulled it.
That
It's
is
his
something
turn.
you can't unsee. Holy shit. Frank Berman's here. Frank Berman. He's got a new backdrop. I don't even know what it is, but I love that it's new.
That's Cloris
Cloris
Leachman.
Leachman.
Oh,
Yeah.
she passed today.
He passed today?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, sure.
Sucks. Rest in peace, Cloris Leachman. She was wonderful. I met her once. She was very sweet, and she told a very funny story about Ted Knight. It was
And then Barbara Streisand showed up and ruined everything.
No, Cloris Leachman once cock blocked me. I was about to fuck Burt Reynolds, but it didn't.
Yep. Bowers went up to him and said, "You want to go on a real cannonball run?"
Nice.
We got LJ Mutz in the house. Isolation
welcome
Nation
back.
shirt. Love it. Love that. LJ
Oh, yeah, he got his
Isolation
t-shirt. That's the
Patron
Patreon merch
shirt.
we sent.
Love that. That's killer. If we spotlight that, let me spotlight that for everybody. Look at that. That is pretty sweet looking. Damn. Hell
yeah.
Nice.
Love that.
Yeah.
We weren't sure if we were going to put a slash before it or a forward slash or backslash or what. So
Now it just looks like they all drink a bunch of Patron. Is that just me?
Our slasher film would be really boring. It'd just be us arguing what kind of slash to use. We got Technics. Techie is here, ladies and gentlemen, between the mugs, between two mugs. We've got
nice.
Sean Ehrlich in the house, in the original set from the first season of this show. We've got Tam Brown. What is Tam's
the t-shirt
background
too?
there? Only brows and the Patron shirt. Patron shirt. Update in progress. Please stand by. Only
And
brows.
it is me looking away. I do not want any part of this.
That's incredible. We are joined by Lost My Place by LJ. Must we already talked about that and showed it, and it was great. We got Nicole Byrne in the house. Hello. We got Anna Hooters in the house. And you spot Australia. I can't. We got Brad Clark, ladies and gentlemen. We got Judy Bonello. Frankie, Street Smarts, Angles.
I remember that episode when Bernie was on Street Smarts. That was great.
It was amazing. He was in the top 1%.
The top 1% of the contestants win 80% of the prizes.
Cass is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Cass.
Hello.
We've got Abby in the house. We've got Leedy E. Corbin.
What does the E stand for? Have we ever asked?
E Street Band.
Oh, right. Leedy East Corbin.
Sure. We'll go with that.
I bet it stands for Elizabeth.
Place your bets. I'm collecting bets.
Erica.
Her first name is
Emily.
Leedy. You think they went with Elizabeth?
I thought her first name was Elizabeth, and it was just short. Elizabeth, Gorp.
By the way, Leedy's mom was here yesterday and Taylor wasn't, so I didn't know if she was able to do this, but we took a very, very unscientific poll on whether people would enjoy my OnlyFans. Would they subscribe to my OnlyFans? So Taylor, if you want to throw up a poll about would people subscribe to Ben's OnlyFans, I'm very curious for the official number. Thank you, sir. Dadler is in the house. Dadler, newly married. Shannon Burke is in the house, coming to us from Butt Drugs. Colleen Elizaboob is in the house. Hello, Colleen. Jan Skittles Johnson's here. Outdoors, you never know what might happen when Jan's outdoors. Illa Boob. Hello, Bill. Nice background. The other Rachel Soy is here. We have got Meg Begley Jr. is here. Up the poll. Just thank you for putting it up, but it just messed up my view. Let me see here. Meg Begley Jugs is here. Hello, Jugs. We've got Cassie
Oh,
Nolan.
and the pin. She's got the pin.
Oh, got the pin. I love that. Boobtiful, beautiful. We've got Cassie Nolan here. Hello, Cassie. We've got Zara Booby Bending. And we've got Patrick Yoakley.
Love the hair.
Wait, is Patrick wearing the budget chicken outfit? What is happening?
Holy
That's pretty
shit.
incredible. Basically.
Pretty
Well,
similar.
Zara doesn't have that pin. She has another pin. Great Glebe 2020 pin. Loves it. Loves it. We see it. Loves it. Very proud. Loud and proud. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is everybody.
By the way, Ben, on this poll, 21 of 24 have ever answered, and it's running neck and neck between yes, no, and maybe.
Yep. How you like that? Neck and neck. And if you go yes and maybe, that's beating no. And plead the fifth, that's got to be yeses, right? Who's pleading the fifth? No one's embarrassed to vote no on that. You know what I mean?
Plead the fifth could also be I don't want to hurt Ben's feelings in this particular.
No, because it's an anonymous poll.
Like a Senate race in Georgia, we need a runoff. We need a runoff between just yes and no. That's what we need.
What we're going to do is something called a screenshot.
Yes and no are currently tied.
Yeah.
With the poll closed. By the way, Ben, while yes and no are currently tied, and that is very encouraging for you, it's also only 5 votes for yes, which financially might not be the best idea.
Well, this is just a small sample. This is just within the live video audience.
This is just a
And
small
also-
sample of our biggest fans.
And let me just say, even though the poll's closed, if I do start an OnlyFans, the poll might be open. You know what I mean?
Oh, Ben, if you start an OnlyFan, I think that's a great idea. Fans is where.
Now we got a straight up one that's just much more objective, yes or no vote. So we're gonna be able to
Look
get
at that.
vote.
Yes is winning. And by the way, how many of these yet? You know what? We do need a third option. It's yes, no, and yes, I wouldn't pay for this, but I think it would be hilarious to make him do it. Because that's what I would vote for.
Yeah.
You'd have to pay for it. You'd have to pay for it.
No, I'm just saying, if I vote in this poll yes, will that encourage
Why
him?
must you taint every sample? Why?
Are you
my
not
sample?
into taint?
Oh, you're not into
By the way, if I start an OnlyFans, I might be tainting the sample too. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You and LaBelle are gonna have to compete for the fan.
I'm doing something called a screenshot. It's pretty great. And to keep in mind, if we launch this, never mind. But
Bowers, do we have
now
comedians on
people
today?
want me to do an OnlyFans. What? Yep, she said okay.
Hear the sarcasm in her voice, though. She went, okay.
That was one of those like, honey, I'm going to start a bar. Okay, honey, go ahead. Honey, I'm going to run a marathon. Yeah, you know what? You do whatever you need to do, honey. Go for it.
Shit, I guess.
Every day, Chrissy tells me to wash her hair. I'm like, I believe in you. I'm sure you're going to today.
Honey, I'm gonna run for president. Okay.
Yes, just for the lols is up. Holy shit.
See, so now we need a poll that says, would you actually pay to subscribe? Because now
This, by the way, welcome to the Market Share Distancing Club. We appreciate this. Bowers, we have comics today.
We do. Let's get away from Shark Tank, only bad ideas, and do the comics. Two great comics today. Sammy Obeid is back. Sammy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hi.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, I'm feeling the good vibes.
So you took off your awesome glasses for the show.
I did. You know what? Sorry, everybody wants to see them now. They're going to be all right. So it's called that bling bling, huh?
I love it. And Renee Gauthier's back. Renee, how are you doing?
Good. Hi.
Hey, Renee.
Hi. I just want to say I'm the literal pussy who eats bags of meat. I love it.
Would you join Ben's OnlyFans? Would you be part of Ben's OnlyFans, Renee?
No.
No, of course not. Yeah, I appreciate that.
I tried to not vote, but you called me out. So.
You know what that embarrassed smile is? You would join, but you don't want to say it on camera. And I get that. I respect that.
Thank you.
You know what, Ben? I think you should believe that and then start one.
Yeah. Yeah, start one.
Because here's the problem. I am both Ben's friend and a comedian, and those two things are warring right now.
I mean,
those two things war every day on this show, Steve.
That is true. And by the way, we also have Alex Carter down there in the front. Her camera was off because we had shut it off before.
Yeah, you guys didn't announce me, so I thought I was in trouble.
Kinda. Come
Oh, Alex.
show more than 1 minute to showtime.
Was very, very upset.
Don't worry about Taylor, Alex. We're happy you're here. We're happy you're here. We're glad
to have you.
Welcome to the show, Alex.
Guys.
If you turn your camera this way, you'll fill up the whole frame. Just as a fun tip. I don't mean to give notes. Boom! Look at that.
There it is. Ben, well, again, if you did something different, I mean, like if you're gonna be in sex on your OnlyFans, but if you're gonna like do cool shit, I mean, maybe if you like played pranks on it, or you went and interviewed senators and made them feel bad about themselves or something, I don't know what you would do.
Yeah, does OnlyFans have to be sexual content, or can it just be like a paywall behind other kind of media?
I don't know. I don't know that. I think
Mostly sexual.
I think you got to show your dick eventually, but you can be funny until that point, right? So you're just funny for a while, and then you show your dick at the end, and you don't pause before that part happened if we didn't want to see that.
And depending, it could be hilarious after. We don't know. But
I mean, most male comics show their dick eventually anyway, right?
But they don't get paid for it, Renee.
I show my ass a lot, Renee. My dick very seldom. I don't show my dick.
Thank you.
He doesn't even show his dick when he shows his dick.
I've got what I call a fifth date dick. Like, you're not seeing it on the third date. We'll probably have sex.
No.
I need you to be in love with me before you see it.
You won't see it.
That's the rules.
I'll show it to you. You're just not going to see it.
And Leedy had a really good point. She said OnlyFans without the sex is basically it's Patreon.
Yeah. You're like, do you have to give money on Venmo, or can you use it for another thing? Like, just put the emojis.
My buddy Joey uses Venmo as a dating app because he figures most problems in relationships start with money. So let's start there and see how they spend their money. And if they're not Venmoing a bunch of dumb shit, he'll reach out to them. I think
so he like reads through it, and if it just says my 1/8 of the cable bill, he's like, too many roommates. No, too many roommates.
Yeah, or if they, I'm not kidding. Like, so if somebody like Venmos their friend $11.15 for pizza, he's like, that's way too specific. That chick is gonna kill me, right? Like, she's no. I don't deal in pennies. I'm not gonna. I'll send you $20 or $8 or not pay you. But like 11.15 seems a little intense.
So he uses it as reconnaissance, or are you saying that he slides into like he comments on people's payments? Just being like, I'll get you some pizza. Like, what do you...
Well, usually he just sends Venmos to himself. He has a charity, so it looks like he's Venmoing a lot of money to a charity all the time.
Oh, my God.
That's the part I wouldn't suggest. But you can tell a lot about somebody by their Venmo, I guess is what I'm saying.
Tell him he's got to get on PayPal because the women message first there.
I think it is psycho when anybody has their Venmo transactions public. Like, why? How did this start in society where you want people to know you just paid your girlfriend $12.50 for half of your Subway sandwich order? It's like, shit, quiet, lame weirdo.
Oh, you're allowed to not show it? I thought you had to show it.
No, you can click private.
Do private.
Yeah, also, by the way, Ben, that was hilariously specific.
That would
enjoy the
solve a lot
sandwich?
of my
I
problems.
was hungry, Steve.
Also, spending $12.50 at Subway. Who's rich? Holy shit. How many
Double
sandwiches
meat, motherfucker.
Do you just
Double
have,
meat, by the way, on my OnlyFans, coming soon.
Oh no.
I just have them put the Subway meat in the bag, or do you actually have them put it in
I have them tear out the bread from the sandwich.
Or you say it's
Some
having
generals.
I was just gonna say this is the first time. This is the first time I ever seen a poll on Zoom from the. I'm a host, so I'm seeing it from a host point of view, and it won't even let me take the poll. It just has a red glaring button that says "Stop sharing."
Yeah, that's actually the same button that's going to be on Ben's OnlyFans when he uploads stuff.
Honestly, that's a button that should be on this show at all times. Yes,
Stop sharing.
Although I think that actually is the button that Taylor has and uses sometimes.
Yeah, it's called the Ben button.
Called the okay, well.
All right, guys. So we had Technics, who's in our front row, said Ben Glebe, spirit guide for today's mystical SDSC. And then
Damn
Dana
right.
followed up and said, well, if you're my spirit guide, these are the wrong shrooms.
Yeah, it's the Stop Distancing Sharing Club.
Technics also said, shout out to the one and only Z Bunster. We love you from SDSC.
Yes.
Nice.
Natalie Renee, I just wanted to tell Rachel how extra beautiful she is today, and I want to say thank you because I actually tried today.
Oh.
What were their O's? What were their
Well, first of all, it took me a second to realize that that was your response to the tip in that.
Oh, that would be an O. That'd be a little
Because for a second you read that all in one sentence, and I was like, that took a turn.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't appreciate that tip at all.
Yeah.
Please don't tip me insults. Thank you.
It was a very sweet thing
You
to
can
say.
tip insults to Ben or me or Steve, but don't insult Rachel on the tips. That's
Yeah.
If you want insulting tips, you can go to my OnlyFans.
The insulting tips are also playing at the Roxy this Monday.
We also had a couple more on Venmo. Ben Sewell said, pre-show tip, I'm sad I missed yesterday's show. Shout out to Zara and her beautiful smile. Thanks, Ben.
Y'all are just so nice to everyone but the three of us.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Jason M said, for anyone that wants to answer, if M&Ms melt in your mouth, but not in your hands, what do they do under your arm?
Also melt.
Yeah.
Why did you laugh, Bowers? You know the answer.
I don't know. In my head, they look like those, those beads you get in your hair when you go to Jamaica or whatever, and you get your hair braided and they have the beads on the end, like Bo Derek or whatever. I would imagine that's what they'd look like under your armpit.
It is melted, right?
What M&Ms do under your arm is they give a nice, lightly warmed treat for an Egyptian comedian after he does what he has to do.
When you put M&Ms under your arm, I just love the idea that Bowers knew that so well that he's like, no, you gotta use Skittles. Skittles don't melt as fast.
Big man Skittles Johnson is nodding aggressively.
That's what makes them stick under your arms. Anyway, what's the actual answer to the joke?
I have no idea. They didn't tell me.
I thought it was a joke. I thought it was like a
It was
street
supposed
joke.
to be, but if you
We're
could
supposed
tip
to
in
write
for
the end of that. That's a premise. Now we have to write the joke. Yeah, what do M&Ms do under your arm? Get you kicked out of the candy store.
Trying to smuggle M&Ms out, but it's just like chocolate dripping.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry I didn't use deodorant today.
Oh, this is new brown deodorant. Oh my god. Called dirt. And then lastly, Tam sent in, General, Rachel, I would like to request that this be acted out. It's a kitty with a queen, and she's doing knee-high jumps like this.
I am so glad you had a lot of distance between the door and where you were standing. You went
I don't know why I was going backwards.
She lose a little balance on that. Did she not lose a little balance on those high
I did something. I was falling backwards.
I don't know what happened there.
Inside.
Are we caught up there?
We're caught up, thank God.
All right, let's get to a comic coming next. He took the glasses off, but he's just as funny. Sammy Obeid, everybody! Woo!
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, you had to do this so you take me seriously. So I know you guys had a show last Wednesday, but the inauguration happened a week ago, so that was pretty cool, right? Biden did the speech in front of 200,000 flags, right? Securing his place in the polls. Am I right? All right, come on, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it was so fantastic. The first day in office, he preserved DACA. He defunded the border wall, right? And he got rid of the atrocious Muslim ban. Boom. And with all those three, just wiped out 3 hours of my material. So thanks, Biden. Like the polls joke. But in good news, my grandma, my 90-year-old grandma got the vaccine. So she's out at the clubs partying. She's out at the comedy clubs in Texas before I am. So that's pretty cool. That crazy. That's how crazy 2020 was. My grandma is out at the clubs. My mom is fully fluent on Twitter, and I'm stuck at home. But I have an uncle who just retired. He went to Florida. He that was like his whole plan. In Florida, like it's still open. It's still happening in Florida. So like that's pretty cool. Like Florida will take you. No matter what job you're retiring from, they don't care. Like you could have just fucked up the country for 4 years and they'll still take you. You know what I mean? I have a friend who recently got a new shirt that says, "I know my rights, but I know he doesn't." So I wanted to quiz him, just test his knowledge. I was like, "Quick, what's the Fifth Amendment?" And he just froze. He didn't say anything. I was like, "Lucky guess." But yeah. I'm actually working. I'm going to open a restaurant pretty soon. It's going to be an Indian restaurant that only serves conspiracy theorists. It's called QAnon.
God.
Sorry, Biden. I can't rage against anything right now. But in all seriousness, Parler was kicked off. The app Parler, right? It was kicked off of Amazon, so that's gone. That's awesome, right? It's like they say, Third Reich and you're out. Good. But did you guys hear that Bruce Willis got... I guess he got caught at Rite Aid, or no, like they kicked him out of Rite Aid because he wasn't wearing a mask. First of all, what the fuck is Bruce Willis doing at Rite Aid? How many movies do you have to be in? Like, how many sequels do you got to make before you can at least go to Walgreens? But I hear that he wasn't wearing a mask. I hear he did actually get COVID later because he knew when he lost his sixth sense. I'm kidding. He didn't get COVID. He's actually been dead this whole time. But in even better news, the NRA filed for bankruptcy. Hell yeah. I'm sorry if we lost someone on that one. For those of you not familiar with the financial term, bankruptcy is something that a company declares so that when creditors come to claim their debts, you can say, "From my cold dead hands." So, So glad that the holidays are over. I did that thing where I would get people presents and then I would take the price off so it doesn't look tacky, right? And then I would get my price gun and put on a new price more expensive. So that's the equivalent of a public Venmo post. They actually just made a new deck of cards that's gender neutral, so that's pretty cool. And so instead of poker, it's called Poke Them. I went to this high school in Northern California where Northern California is pretty progressive, but there's still like a lot of backwards people. There was this guy who would stand across the street from our high school every day, and he would hold up a sign that said, "God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve." Which is like obviously very homophobic and also very Steve-phobic as well, right? Like, it's very anti-Steve. Like, did it ever make you be like, seriously, I don't exist? Like, what is this? Well, that was really messed up. I just don't understand like how, and even now, like people still say that saying. It's so crazy to me how people think that like men being gay is not like a naturally occurring thing, like it goes against nature or something like that, when if you look at the numbers on this planet, for every 100 women there's 102 men. So what are those 2 extra dudes supposed to do? You know what guys like to do, right? Those 2 extra guys, that's Adam and Steve straight up. So sorry, that was the FBI saying that was a really bad joke. Anyways, I guess the last thing I will say is I'm so inspired by Ben Gleib's presidency that I'm running for president in 2036, and my platform is that marijuana will be allowed on planes. and babies will not. No baby. Yep, I got the motto: fly high in the skies with no cries. So, all right. That was so much fun. Thank you so much.
Sammy Obeid, everybody. Sammy Obeid. Couple things. First of all, do you need a press secretary? Second of all, no one from QAnon would eat at an Indian restaurant, no matter how good the joke is. But also, the most important thing about your set, one of the most relatable jokes that anyone has ever done. My brother's name is Adam, and when I was in high school and I started seeing people be like, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, I'm like, no, it's totally Adam and Steve.
By the way, Sammy, if you do run for president and you choose Steve as your press secretary, it's an excellent move if you want to keep being a comedian.
Hey, if you want 7 votes in New Hampshire, Steve's your guy. That's all.
I didn't get 7 votes. And New Hampshire vote happened after my campaign had been done for 2 months, and I still got 0.1% of the vote. I'm just saying, but go on with your little jokes. Go on.
I'm sorry, 9 votes. If you want 9 votes, I didn't realize what 0.01% of
like what, like 28, right? Something like that?
What's the actual number?
I got over 30, I think 30 votes, 31 votes, but that's after my campaign ended. I got as many votes as like Cory Booker and like Julian Castro and shit.
Hey, that's how many albums I sold on iTunes. It was #1 for 2 whole days. So I get it. 31 stuff to get to.
I'm just saying my campaign was done already, and I encouraged people not to vote for me. So I got some votes.
Which is why they voted for him.
I'm a leader who inspires people to do the opposite of what I ask.
Yep.
No, I like your airplane ideas, Sammy. I do think that we should. But we bailed out the air. We gave them all this money because of COVID. I think we should give them $500 billion every year not to have middle seats. I would bail out the airlines every year not to have middle seats.
I think there should just be an airline that just says, "Hey, we're going to charge you a little more, but there will be no middle seats and no kids." And I think there is a market for that.
People would still fly Spirit and bitch about fucking everything.
I'm just saying, take my money. I want that. I want the.
See, I would do no overhead compartments. That's the part that drives me crazy in the plane. Is people trying to put 900 things. I would charge for the overhead. Bags under the plane are free. That way, if you're cheap and don't know what you're doing, and then if you got status, you get the overhead compartment because you know you had to fly or whatever. But the overheads would drive me nuts. People,
Also, by the way, I absolutely think that before you buy your plane ticket, if you are going to use the overhead, you need to do one of those basic children's puzzle, like with the triangle and the triangle and the circle and the circle. Like you need to be able to do that in order to use the overhead compartment.
The SAT, is that what you're saying? We should take an SAT test and learn their spatial relationships?
That's how the SAT was administered in Indiana, Bowers?
There was a shapes portion on it, right?
I think the SAT is they just told you that you sat down while the other students.
No, I'm not kidding. There's a point where tell you what shape fits into where in the SAT. Am I not right?
That's
the verbal or the math? Which section do you think it's on?
The math. It's part of the math.
Radius.
Those were the punch holes in the sides of the page.
Oh, and then you lick the page. You tell them what it smells like. You know, the SAT.
Those are scratch and sniff stickers. That's stupid, Steve. That's something totally different. What are you saying, Sammy?
I said the one you take alone in that special room while the other kids go to another room and take a test.
Yeah, you go in the padded room, you put on your helmet, and you do the shape thing, the SAT, right? Is that what we're talking about? Rach, we got any tips coming in? I swear to God there was some sort of spatial relationship on the SAT. Maybe it wasn't as simple as shapes, but it does fit this thing to other thing. And maybe that was the CTBS test. I don't know. Maybe it was the I step I took. I don't know what I took.
What you have on Mars.
Do you think the SAT was they were just like, all right, which one's closer? This one or this one? This one or this one?
Like an optometrist. Number one or
yeah.
I just like the idea that every test Bowers ever took was the SAT.
Well, I sat down to take it.
Shannon Kerr said, Bowers, you're thinking of geometry.
Yeah. Just part of the SAT. It's part of the math part. Geometry is part of math, right?
All right, Sammy. Natalie Renee sent $5 and said, best set I've seen in a while. Amazing. Thank you. I needed this today.
You and on never fails. Thank you so much.
I did think it was wonderful that Sammy read his last 2 weeks of tweets as his set. I thought that was
Cass sent you $10 and said for Sammy to start your High in the Skies and No Cries campaign.
Hell yeah.
And then we had LJ Mutz, $5 for Sammy. Great set and very funny. You nod like I know. Dana sent you $5 and said NRA for never. Tam Brown, $5. You have my vote.
Oh, awesome. Wow.
You are now 30 votes away from Ben Glebe in New Hampshire.
And you're 6 votes over his OnlyFans vote.
Haven't listened to anything for the last 5 minutes. I've been researching the New Hampshire primary results here.
It was already in the chat, Ben.
No, I know. No, I'm fact checking the chat because there's some bullshit going on in the chat. And let me just clarify a couple things, okay? Just clarify a couple of things.
Ben, why don't you call the New Hampshire Secretary of State and see if they can get you another 11,780 votes?
Look, I got 31 votes. John Delaney, Julian Castro both got 83 votes. Marianne Williamson, 96. Kamala Harris, who's currently the vice president, only 128. Cory Booker, 155. They were all in the debates, had millions of dollars in their campaigns, and I came within striking distance with a complete grassroots campaign and with no help from Steve Hofstetter. So just
know what they didn't have? You know what they didn't have? Help from me, same as you.
My damn point. That's my exact damn point. So just saying, we did pretty good considering, we were kind of from nowhere. Anyway, what were you guys saying? Some comedy bullshit?
I will say, as much as we tease you about it, Ben, you officially got votes in a presidential election. That is fucking wild. Like, that is...
Yeah.
That is something that is very impressive. And unlike normally when I compliment you, this is not to then turn and make fun of you for the compliment. This is genuine.
Can I
Thank
do
you
it?
so much. If only you'd said this kind of positive stuff during the campaign, that would have been helpful.
Oh, no, why would I do that? Then you could have been president. Gross.
Thank you, brother. And since we're saying sincere things, Steve genuinely did help quite a lot during the campaign, and it didn't work at all, but he tried.
Did his best. All right.
I did my best, and that was the problem.
Steve's suggestion for my slogan was Glebe 2020, be best.
I actually suggested be bestest, and he was like, no, it's too far. It's just... Rachel.
All right, we had Colleen Hansen, $5. Great set, Sammy, and then it's an emoji of like a piece of paper with a green like telephone, but money sign also like popping out at your face. What's going on with Venmo's emojis? I don't get it. We also had Abby Wright, $5. Sammy for the third Reich line.
I knew that was gonna pay off at least.
Yeah, that joke should have been your Ku Klux closer.
I don't know if you guys heard, but a day or two ago, Twitter permanently banned the Mine Pillow guy.
Dummy. Kathy Nolan tipped $5 for Sammy Air. That's what it said.
Damn an air sign.
Uncle Randy, not my uncle, but just an Uncle Randy, sent you $5 and said, hilarious set. Sorry for Ben's tangent. He's still sensitive about it.
And then Uncle Randy also said, sorry, I keep my fishing poles in the basement.
That one was for me. That wasn't for Sammy.
Yep, that's the kind of polls that Steve encouraged we do for my campaign, by the way. He's like, just do basement fish polls. I'm like, that's not a real poll, Steve.
Careful with the nipples.
1 out of 2 nipples agree this hurts.
The problem is I kept suggesting polls to Ben, and he's like OnlyFans? I'm like, no, that kind of polls.
I wouldn't be the only former presidential candidate on OnlyFans. I'm just saying.
I don't think that's something to brag about.
I'm pretty sure Bernie Sanders probably has an OnlyFans.
Oh,
He's in the mittens, just not in the coat.
I am once again asking for your tips.
I am the top 1% of all creators on OnlyFans.
Pretty good Bernie. That was a pretty good Bernie there, Taylor.
It's the only one I got.
That was... I mean, you don't need more than one Bernie impression. If you got one, that's great.
Well, wait. Taylor, aren't you from Michigan?
Yeah, and he's from Vermont, 2 different states.
Yeah, but you're from the mitten.
Oh, yes, that makes sense. You nailed it.
we also had a tip come in for $10. It says, Sammy, you're the best. I love your story of multiple sclerosis. Happy you are great.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, I never told that on here. Yeah, thank you.
I don't know how to proceed.
Yeah.
Rachel just made the same sound as someone would if they discovered they had M&Ms under their armpit.
That's the sound that if she was a therapist and someone shared a personal story and she went, things wouldn't be good for them, okay?
I just imagine on a first date with her and you just told her something bared your soul and she went,
Yep. Yeah, but the person you're on the date with follows up by saying, don't you get it? Other campaigns had millions of dollars.
I was trying to process what to do. Do I ask about this story? I was trying to read facial cues.
You know, I should I'll put it into a 5-minute bit. I'll tell it here sometime because it actually, the day I got a call from the doctor was right before I did this show in October. So it was actually kind of.
oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, actually, Rachel thinks that MS stands for so.
That also was a really clever way to secure a rebooking, Sammy. Nicely done. It was such a great way to get press. I'd like to know if you want to run my future presidential campaign.
A 6-minute, 10-second story, though. I don't know. So.
Well, at the end of it, you probably are going to see the light. You know what I mean?
When I come back, I'll give you my health care plan. Okay, sounds good, Sammy. We'll have you back.
Yeah, Sammy will do that bit in like 2 weeks.
All right, I'll keep going.
Sammy's going to open the office of the former SDSC comedian.
We had Kim Stewart give you $10 and said, awesome as always, love when you are on the show. And then it's a guy in a purple jacket, purple shoes, purple hat, getting roses thrown at him. And he's just doing one of these.
Just say it's Prince.
It might be.
Ever since Venmo turned into a dating app, they got way more emojis. So.
That's fair. Frankie Berman, $10. Great set. You can say Bruce Willis really wanted to die hard without a mask.
Well, he is unbreakable.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I just think that's the problem when you star in Hudson Hawk. You're like, nothing can kill me.
That was great. That was the first Hudson Hawk was a bomb movie joke I've heard in probably 25 years. That was amazing.
Steve was also the press secretary for Hudson Hawk, ironically.
Hudson Hawk got 32 votes in New Hampshire, by the way.
And has received 32 stars on Netflix total.
From 38 people.
Hudson Hawk is currently streaming live on Instagram.
We had a general from Dana. She said, what do M&Ms do under your arms? They make you look like you have a bubonic plague. They make you look like you're a bubonic plague victim. And then it's a vomit emoji.
A bubonic plague? It's a theme show.
We're doing boobs today, right?
Right.
Yes, please.
We're doing boobs today? You hear that, Carmel?
It's boobs day.
You just said it. No.
He's like, no, it's Wednesday.
He literally said no.
Carmel always skips boobs day.
I can't tell you how many times I suggest things go downtown to Chinatown and Carmel just goes,
Maybe it's because you call it downtown to Chinatown. Maybe if you said something more romantic.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't tell you my actual phrases that I use, but I will, side note, tell you I accidentally put my pants on upside down today, so that's another fact.
What? You put your feet in the bottoms where your feet come out and try to pull them up that
they're
way?
like
Is that what you're
turned
saying?
inside out. They're inside out.
Oh, inside out. Okay. Upside down is
That's
separate.
look.
Oh, God.
There's no pockets. I was trying to find the pockets, and I'm like, oh, no, there's a problem here.
You zip them up inside out? How'd you do that?
Just have to reach inside and hope, you know?
That was actually Ben's campaign slogan.
Reach inside and hope. It's actually a pretty good slogan, Steve. It's the best you've come up with.
Thanks.
Jesus Christ. Rachel, we caught up yet?
All right, last one from Zara sent in $5 and said, Sammy, I agree. Homosexuality occurs naturally, including 10% of all Rams in exclusive homosexual relationships. So common, I could easily name 15 species exhibiting homosexual behavior off the top. Easy.
Is that gonna be in the follow-up comment or?
On the quiz later. It's gonna be in the quiz later, so make sure you know I have all those stats down.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and a lot of them are in the closet until they finally get to live out their species name, you know?
Oh my God.
Okay. Wow. Like 15's easy, 30's doable, but yeah.
Ben really just rammed that joke in there. Anyway, Rachel,
I did.
We're caught up.
Ram,
All right.
ding dong, you know what I mean?
Well, that makes sense because he's been horny this whole pandemic. What do we got?
How does a ram hit on a llama? Ram a llama ding dong? Ram a llama a ding dong?
You know what? I just checked 30 votes in New Hampshire. 30.
You want to ram along my ding dong. Is that what you just said? I like that. All right. It's always weird, Renee. Whenever you're here, it's always
Exactly.
weird. Coming up next, what a returning champion, Renee Gauthier, everybody. Woo!
Yeah. Rama Lama Ding Dong, everybody. I like that I always have to follow the weirdest dick shit when I do this show, and I thrive from it. I just want you all to know that. I was, as Sammy was talking about the inauguration, did anyone else like pause and not breathe when they announced Jennifer Lopez to sing? I was like, who made that decision? They should be out of here. Who made that decision? But she lip sync. If anyone needed to know, she was a lip syncer, which I appreciated. I was like, yes, Jennifer, sink, don't sing. Fucking blows. That was scarier than watching the live footage of the Capitol. I was like, this is gonna go bad. This is gonna go real bad. But I like that trick. If you guys don't know this trick, and if anyone's ever lip syncing, they always drop the track so they can speak onto the hot mic. So like she spoke in Spanish and I was like, yes. I'm like, it's a lie. She's lip syncing. That wasn't real. I could go for days about it. Anyway, because it's Girl Scout cookie season. Is everyone aware of this? It's Girl Scout cookie season. Yes, that's exactly. As a former Girl Scout, I hate these bitches. Okay. There's no hustle anymore. Okay. Everyone's got a digital link. Everyone can do it on Instagram. Get out in the streets, bitch. Get a COVID test. Get a full and get in front of a grocery store like we used to do. Okay. Go and get it. Get it. That's the point of being a Girl Scout. Okay, you're supposed to be able to taste your own supply, and then your mom has to pay for it. That's how you learn as a Girl Scout. I didn't know that your mom had to pay for it. By the way, I didn't know that. I didn't understand. I don't know if anyone like sold when you fundraised as a kid. Like I didn't totally understand. We didn't own it. Like I thought I already owned it. So I was like, I'm going to use this wrapping paper, right? I'm going to sell it. But I'm gonna use it. And my mom's like, that's $1,000, you dumb bitch. But I remember fundraising quite a bit. I grew up in a very Italian neighborhood. I grew up very Sicilian in Chicago. And I remember when I did make sales, when I wasn't eating it, I would iron the money I collected. I would press my dollar bills. How Sicilian can a 10-year-old girl be? I'd be in my grandma's basement. I'm not kidding, by the way. My grandma's basement just like, you smell it? That's money. That's entrepreneurship. And I remember my friends being like, hey, let's go outside. I'm like, run along, children. Mama's working. I just thoroughly remember that, and I'm like, wow, that's why you have a weird relationship with money. And I ate a lot of pasta. I know I said I was a literal pussy who ate bags of dicks. That means I'm just a meat eater. I haven't seen a real dick in a long time. Bag of meat. I said bag of dicks. Same thing. It is, right? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I assume it's the same. I bring it up because Super Bowl is obviously around the corner, and it's going to be different because we can't go anywhere we shouldn't unless we're an anti-masker and a super spreader. And I'm actually excited. I don't have to worry about a Super Bowl party because I am a meat eater. And when I throw a party, I am respectful to vegans and gluten allergic. And I'm a real party thrower, right? Like if you're like, oh, I don't eat meat. Okay, I'll get you some tofu. I'll handle business. I got a dip for you. Okay. But a meat eater never goes to a vegan's house for a party. Okay. Not once. I've never walked into a vegan's house at a party and then be like, hey, Renee, hey, I know you love meat. Smoked your rack of ribs in the back. No one's ever done that for me. Ever. Okay. And it's like, just get me a number 2 for McDonald's. Help me be seen. Just ass sausage. That's all I'm saying. Like, I handle veganese for your ass and make a delicious dip. I'm just saying, I'm happy I don't have to go hungry this year, is my point. Let me just go on this rant and get the fuck out of here. I finally went to the grocery store. It's been a minute. I was using a service. And I forgot about fresh coconuts. Do you guys know the fresh coconuts that are for sale that are like wrapped in cellophane? They're like nature's Capri Sun, right? You just puncture and you hydrate. It's like very fun. But I looked at it the other day. I was like, oh, I forgot about these. And there's a sticker on it that says fresh young coconut.
Yeah.
And it infuriated me. Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh, is that what everyone's looking for? Fresh young coconut. What about a fucking coconut who's lived a little? How about that coconut? She seems cool. How about a coconut who knows how to shut the fuck up when you're watching, I don't know, Cobra Kai? She seems okay, this fresh young coconut seems a little too invigorating for me. That's it. I'm gonna end it there.
Renee Gauthier, everybody. Renee Gauthier. Tip jar is open. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Also, fresh young coconuts still have so much hope. They're annoying. I want to add in, by the way, that
the thing I like about fresh young coconuts, they've never been lied to, so they're not as bitter. But that's neither here nor there.
They just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're the first person to lie to them, so they're not as mad about it.
I do want to bring up the idea, like the Girl Scout thing. Like it made me flash back to Little League when they made us sell chocolate, and like thinking about it, and then I was like, oh, did they make us do more stuff? And I'm like, yeah, in school we had to do this like book sale fundraiser, and I'm like, how much fucking child labor did they use?
Yes. What was it for? What were we raising money for? I never saw a dime.
Yeah,
I think
like, well, we're raising money for the Girl
prizes.
Scouts. What?
Like I sold magazines every year. They had a big magazine thing. You get your neighbors to subscribe to magazines, and they would like the prize would be like you get a Furby, or for 70,000 magazines sold, you get a giant Furby or whatever. Like I'm like, what?
Oh, you
cool.
must have grown up rich. I never.
No, but it is true that like childhood is just an MLM scheme. Like,
Well, if we just funded our schools, we wouldn't need to do all this bullshit. But I do like, Renee, the idea of you ironing your money. You were literally laundering money as a child. That is hilarious. I just imagine you like with the clothesline with all the clothespins with dollars on them while they dried out from like Catch Me If You Can with all the checks. Like that's what I was imagining as you're explaining.
Honestly, they're amazingly like press $1 and you'll never use it. It's amazing. It's
I will say selling poinsettias as a child changed my entire life, though, for a fundraiser when I was a freshman in high school. Because I sold like the most poinsettias of my freshman class, and then the student council advisor, I ran for president, student council didn't win, so she felt sorry for me. So the next year she let me go to this conference that like changed my whole life. It was me versus the girl who beat me for president, who always beat me at everything in high school, and I got to go to this conference. That's why I became a speaker and a comic and everything, was because I sold 28 poinsettias fucking freshman year of high school.
no, it was because you lost that election. You're welcome, Ben. Rest of your life is in front of you.
I was 14, not 40, but I get the point.
No, Ben wasn't 40. He was 31. We've been over this.
Not even old enough to run. Rach, we got anything coming in?
Yep, that was why they needed my birth certificate. I had to prove I was of age.
Renee, we had Uncle Randy send you $5, and he said, I would have tipped more, but I could tell you were lip syncing.
Which should have been more impressive, in my opinion.
Yeah, by the way, like I see some of that stuff on TikTok, and like at first I was like, oh, they're just lip syncing. And then I like tried one. I'm like, how in the fuck do you?
It's hard.
It's so tough.
It's so hard. But in the middle of my set, I didn't go, let's get loud, really loud. Did I cut into one of my 90s hits?
You did not. Also, I will say, I even tried to when I tried one, it was difficult, and I was like, let me try something I already know, and I tried doing it to one of my own bits, and I couldn't even nail it. Like that was
hard.
Also,
it is hard. It is hard.
As you guys know, I do speak some Spanish, and at the end of her song during the inauguration, when she did speak Spanish, what she said was, "This is a stolen election. Never give up. Trump will be back."
And then she said, Ben Glebe 2020.
But she said glide. She said glide.
He was robbed in New Hampshire. Good night, everybody.
Zara sent you $5 and said, great set. You're also rocking that khaki color.
Oh, thank you.
That khaki color looks like green.
It's green khaki. She's not wrong. She just gave me money.
I thought khaki was like, I thought khaki was more of like a beige color. I didn't know you could have a green khaki.
There's shades of cax.
Wow.
Different shades of cax.
Yeah.
It goes all the way from like,
of khaki.
because like normal khaki is almost this color. I know it's not like pinkish, but it's like, it goes that whole, that's not a color then. That's just a word for a clothing.
You're not
right. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right, we got-
khaki's a kind of pants, not a color, Ben.
It's
Right.
a kind of fabric.
Okay, good. So then what Zara said is incorrect factually. I'm just saying.
No. What she said is correct. It's a kind of fabric. It's not the color, Ben.
But she's wearing a sweater or something.
Color.
That's not. Wait, no, hold on. Let me.
No.
It is
also
also
a
a
color.
color.
Is khaki a color or not?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Shades of khaki.
Doesn't make
Shades
sense.
of
Sam
khaki.
knows she's in the military, in the Navy. I know khaki because khaki is our standard color for anti-poaching. It's that greeny, earthy color.
Okay.
Oh, I know khaki because my dad's a nerd. I didn't.
Can I just say, here's my opinion to your guys' khaki opinions. Boo khaki, okay? This is bullshit. I just don't agree at all.
I'm gonna boo khaki all the time.
And now we just learned what Ben does on his OnlyFans.
He boos khaki.
And there are all these people subscribing and be like, this is not what I paid for. Be like, this is total shit, but also it isn't. So
Khaki can't be a color unless you want to put it on like cabins on a boat or some shit. This is some bullshit.
cabins.
The new poll says, is khaki a color? Yes, no, or Ben's OnlyFans.
Oh, you still have 4 votes for your OnlyFans, Ben.
And now that
like $30 a month.
Ben's only fan are khakis, I imagine go to the studio and he just has pants laid all over a bunch of chairs in his home studio. like when you used to set up your stuffed animals and do plays for him when you were a kid.
Hey, in this most recent poll, my OnlyFans is approaching a New Hampshire 2.5 dozen. You know what I mean?
Well, if I'd have lived in New Hampshire, you'd have had 32 votes, Ben. Just know that.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, Bob.
But I didn't, and I wasn't going to change my residency just for that. That would have
I
seemed
understand that, but that's a nice sentiment.
Had you not quit, I was going to move to New Hampshire just to vote for you, but then you quit before I got to move, so, whatever. Rachel, we caught up?
No, we got lots of tips to get through. Oingo Boingo, $5 for Renee, and said mature coconuts have more flavor and experience.
Oh, shit.
Mature coconuts know what they're fucking doing.
Exactly.
I was real angry, Steve.
Well, that was the joke. That was the joke would be that I was passionate about it. Okay, moving on.
Thank you.
Razor tipped $5 and said, "I'm with Renee. Light starch in your $5 bills will change your life."
Well,
Okay, guys, quick note here. I did something called a Google on is khaki a color? And a name as versatile as the pants, the word khaki is steeped in history and has several meanings. The garment is so globally recognized that it's now referred to as its own color, but khaki is a light brown with a hint of yellow, resulting in a sandy tan hue. Period. Defined.
Oxford Dictionary says no, motherfucker.
Where? Show me that. Show me the Oxford Dictionary.
Oxford Dictionary, second definition, a dull greenish or brownish color.
Yeah, but isn't Oxford England? Isn't Oxford in England? We don't give a fuck about things from
Correct.
England.
Don't give a fuck about things from England.
Correct. And that
What's-
is the dictionary that we use for all legal
What's the
definitions.
Birmingham dictionary say? That's
Hey, Birmingham is the
Little
name
Rock.
of a city
What's
in
the-
England.
I know that's also England. What about Little Rock? Is Little Rock dictionary? What's it say?
they don't know how to spell it.
The Little Rock dictionary definition just says, "Yep."
In its
That says
definition,
we don't. It says we don't allow no khakis down here, boy.
Exactly.
in its definition of what color khaki is, the Oxford Dictionary also misspelled color, so we don't go by it.
It's a color.
Yeah, sure, it could be like a lure, I believe that, but not a color.
I will get Jane Goodall on the line right now. I swear to God. I'm
Who, Django?
Jane Goodall.
Goodall, but
Get her on the line. If this is what it takes, let's get her on the line.
But this was all an elaborate ploy for Ben to talk to Jane Goodall. That's what this.
are you saying in addition to being a expert on gorillas, she's also an expert on pant colors?
chimpanzees, but she's been wearing khaki her entire life since her Nat Geo days.
Oh, so because she wears khaki. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair. All right.
I've been wearing
Expert,
jeans since my whole life. I don't fucking know what color it is.
You're not Jane Goodall, motherfucker. Sit down.
You show me where Jane Goodall speaks about her pride of knowing what the fuck khakis are, all right?
By the way, "You're not Jane Goodall, motherfucker, sit down" was the original campaign slogan, and then it didn't test well. So.
All right, let me get us some more tips. I will say,
Not
Curtis
Jane
Brown,
Goodall. Sit down.
2020, Ben Glee.
Curtis Brown did say, "I'm with Ben. I thought khaki was a color this whole time." And then Tam said, "Ben, please note my background." What is her background? Where's she at?
Is it happening?
Oh, she's not at the show today. Sorry.
Sitting right here.
Thank you. Khaki. There it is. It's green.
No. Who made that? You made that, Tammy. You make backdrops in 5 seconds. No one.
Who made that? I don't know. The person whose name is on it.
Color chart off of the internet, the Googles.
It says Luis Adolphson, Guide of Neutrals, and we all know that Luis Adolphson is the foremost source of what.
I don't listen to color code charts from anybody named Adolf. Okay.
I found like 10 with this color on it. So.
Let the khakis go in the green line. Shut up, Adolf.
And you're still not Jane Goodall.
Wow. Yeah. It got weird.
I support the choice to take Ben off the screen right there.
What did I do? What the hell did I do?
All right, Renee, more tips for you. We had Dana send you $5 and said, "Fresh young coconuts playing at the Roxy." Great site.
Nice.
Kim Stewart, $10. Renee for some Super Bowl snacks and some emoji of a kid just pounding forks and knives like he's hungry.
Nice.
And then Colleen Hanson, $5 for Renee from My Fresh Young Coconuts to yours, and it's coconuts.
Thank you.
Cheers. It kind of looks like titties. Not gonna lie.
I'm into it. It's fine.
Except the straws are like bent.
Yeah, it looks about right.
Wait, the straws are what?
Stop it, Steve. Don't do that.
Oh, no. We're not looking at his fingers today, everybody. Not on my watch. Frankie Berman sends
Steve's
$10.
fingers look so much like straws turtles try to choke on them.
They're paper straws. They're paper straws.
Frank Berman sent you $10 and said, "Great set. I have a feeling Bowers is going out later to buy some tag-alongs."
Tag-alongs are bullshit because they only come like 8 to a box, by the way. They're the best Girl Scout cookies, but there's 9 of them for like $47, whatever they cost. You get shortbread, you get like 60 of those motherfuckers. You get 8 tag-alongs. It's horse shit.
I think they're teaching you supply and demand.
Yeah.
I'm not learning. Fuck them.
He'll have them. He'll buy them.
Yeah, I'll buy 4 boxes and get them and make them fit in the.
Yeah, what question on the SATs was that? Your friend buys 8 tag-alongs. You buy 60 shortbreads. How many cookies do you have that you don't want?
Tell you what, if the SAT was more cookie questions, I would have done better and gone to a better college.
Bowers would have scored an 8,000 somehow. We're like, how is this even possible? Cookies. It was all about cookies. So
they give you 50 points for every cookie you eat during the test. So I aced it.
Same. I would aced it too.
That is actually how Bowers got into Ball State, though.
Hey,
Ball
Taylor.
State was.
Go ahead.
I'm saying when I got into Ball State, it was great because I had a buddy that got the same year. His big Notre Dame family got a Notre Dame, and when he got his letter saying he was accepted, he went out and he put the Notre Dame flag up in the yard or whatever. I remember when I got accepted to Ball State, I got my letter that just said "Dear Occupant," and I thought that was neat.
It just said "To whom it may concern."
Yeah. I said, "Anybody else want to go to Ball State?" Nobody else yelled, so I just took it and went.
It actually came with your Columbia House subscription.
8 colleges for a penny. All right, Ray.
Taylor, is it okay really quickly if I share screen?
Oh, no.
Fuck it.
Oh, God.
We got to end in time for the Patreon. What's going on?
I just want to say I would like to uncover a vast conspiracy here. Somebody's looking for an extra 11,000 votes, so to speak, because clearly Tam and Zara are in cahoots in a great conspiracy here. Do you guys remember the Luis Adolphson chart that was put up a minute ago pointing to a particular green that was khaki? I now submit evidence. Exhibit A. This is the actual chart. No arrow pointing to no green. It's just the full range of colors that khaki could be. She added the arrow in post. That is a bullshit sample size. I rest my case.
Well, thank you, Marjorie Taylor Khaki.
I'd like to boo that khaki.
Great backdrop, Shannon Burke. I love your backdrop. Nice neutral, fair rain backdrop.
All right. Tam Brown sent in $5 and said, "You took laundering money literally?" Oh, duh, you just said that. And then let's see. Those are all game entries. I think we had some generals. Gus said, Bowers, how do you say Girl Scout cookies in Latin?
2 packs of ramen noodles. I never learned any Latin.
You went to
I couldn't say hello. I don't know hello or the numbers. I literally I took 4 years of Latin, know nothing, not one thing about Latin.
Nothing, not a sentence, like a key sentence.
Not even e pluribus unum.
Pluribus unum something.
I know equals MC squared, and I'm not sure that's Latin.
Wow.
Tam had a general and said, "Speaking of Girl Scout cookies, there's a troop in New York City where 100% of the cookie sales go to the troop as it is for girls living in shelters."
Oh, that's not. That's nice.
Oh.
That's actually nice.
Great.
Group
That's sweet.
6,000. You can order online from them.
By the way, Bowers
point.
unfortunately lip synced all his Latin. That's why.
I want to
Which
give
is
Bowers
really hard.
a quick Latin lesson if I could. Here's a Latin sentence using the term quid pro quo. What quid pro quo took place to get Tam to coordinate on that bullshit background thing with Zara?
Oh, person, woman, camera, TV. Shut up. Let's move on.
We had Jeffrey Young really liked you saying, telling Ben to have a seat and sent you $101.
Wow.
He must really not like Ben.
Who is this?
His name is Jeffrey Young.
Who is this? A hero for our age. That's who it is.
Ixnay on the bene. That's the only Latin I know.
You can be my hero, baby.
One thing you learn quick when you run for president is you can't please everybody, otherwise you don't stand for anything. So, fuck that.
Renee
Camera off? Who the fuck turned my camera off?
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Is the term, Ben? But that's
Ben. If you were able to turn your camera back on without our help, you did.
I don't think so.
If someone else turned it off for you, we would have had to ask you to restart it. If you were just able to turn it back on, that means you did.
You know what? What you're explaining right now is known in
Let's try. I just turned his camera off.
No, we learned that today from Alex. That was Alex's problem today, was that we turned her camera off.
I
and she
think
didn't
Ben's
know
a
it.
host. Turn your camera on.
Yeah, but I just turned it back on, Steve.
Oh, as a host.
If
you
you're a
can-
host,
okay.
you can do that. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Fine, it was me.
Tim Stewart said, "Someone give Ben an edible."
Yeah.
I hope someone does, and I hope it's khaki color, so it could be literally any color, apparently.
All right, boys, we are ready for the game. Yep.
All right, let's play this game.
So we got a lot of titty things to talk about. If you're in a front row, raise your hand under the reactions. You can click raise hand. These are some unpaid entries that I liked. Uncle Randy had, you know what I'm gonna need to do? I'm gonna need to do this.
Oh,
and I
God.
purposely wore a high shirt because I'm gonna be touching my tits a lot right now. So Uncle Randy had Melanie Griffith.
By the way, this is why I don't understand women. I would have worn a low shirt if I was doing that.
I don't have much titties, Steve, so.
All right.
Just borrow some from LaBelle.
Son had Sigourney Squeezers. And then Carl had the Pointer Sisters. All right, those are the unpaid. So comics, starting with the front row, these are the ones we're going to pay or vote on. So please remember your favorite one. Dadler, you're going first.
All right. So my three are going to be
From Modern Family, Areola Winter.
Oh my god.
As well as Areola Grande.
Nice.
And the last one, conveniently, they have a great song called Beautiful Scars. Their actual name is Maximilian, and I made it into Mastectomillion.
Oh boy.
God. Jesus fuck.
But again, beautiful scars.
It's
Beautiful.
yeah. Okay, that's yeah. It wasn't weird at all.
God.
Who's next? Shannon.
I have Oprah,
Nice.
Tit Romney,
Accurate.
and Kanye Breast.
Nice.
He got more votes than Ben.
Anna Hooters.
So I have Ice Teats, Busty Davis, and Melon Monroe.
I like it.
So great.
Ehrlich.
I have Boobs Willis.
Nice.
I see
LeBron-
pressed people. All right.
LeBron James.
Oh fuck.
And I had Areola Grande as well, but Adler.
Oh.
I think there's a lot of you that have
So
that.
great.
Yeah.
I think y'all dated the same person.
Budget
Wish.
Chicken's father, Patrick.
Thank God.
It's Mr. Budget to you.
All right, I'm going to take you back. Cary Granted,
Nice.
Spencer Titsy,
Nice.
and Mary Astet.
Oh.
Nice.
Mary Astor.
Yeah. A lot of tit work. A lot of tit work.
She died on the Titanic. She died on the Titanic.
Oh my god. Oh holy fuck.
Oh boy.
Yeah, what happened was she was so cold her nipples accidentally cut the ship. So, that was the iceberg.
LaBoobs.
All right, so I have Mamory J. Blige. I have Stanley Bubrick.
Oh, nice.
My last one is Steve Top Stretcher.
Oh my god. Belle, I resent
that. Colleen Eliza Boob.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! It's a
Oh my god.
It's two Muggletons and one Hofstede. From an old AUE episode, I still had it.
Nice.
So yeah, I have Steve Hofstede, Dr. Jiggly Biden, and Clortis Leachman.
Aw.
Oh, Clortis Leachman.
Nice.
Abby.
So since I have 3 entries and there are 3 members of the quarantine that do not have boobs, I have Chris Bosoms,
Nice.
Ben Globes,
Oh, it works on 2 levels.
and Steve Hot Titties.
Hell yeah.
Zara.
Hey, sorry for coming for you hard, Ben. Before I've been chasing criminals all night.
No worries. No worries. Great not khaki colored top you're wearing.
I'll go with that. I have Busty Rhymes. I have
Really
Joji Yamamoto Boat.
Oh,
And my favorite is B-Rack O'Brama.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Tata Brown.
I have for Bowers, I have Meat Boob Loaf. Tatas. And for Ben, I have Nip Wilson.
Nice. Nicole Boobs.
I've got Boob Saget.
Nice.
He would vote for that entry.
You would?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson.
Great.
And Michelle Pfeiffer.
Nice.
I'm done. That's it.
Motorboat Nolan.
Hey, sorry, my cat's trying to ruin my life here. I've got Steve Buscemi, and Betty White, Meryl Streep, and Glenn Close are members of SAG.
Oh my God.
Illa Boob.
Oh.
That's you, Bill.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of smaller ones, I've got and nightmares, the B. Arthur team. Princess Peaches. And in honor of Leedy, Vincent Van Gogh.
Act out. Nice.
The other Rachel.
I had Lady Tata. I had,
That's
50 Cent. I had Titty Cent.
Nice.
And the infamous Donald Lumps.
That's actually
Get
how you know
out.
you have a cancer. You feel a Trump.
Meg.
Hi there. Sorry. Yeah, I'm working with two cameras here. So I had Chesley Handler.
Nice. Accurate.
Taika Waititi. And Winona Jugs.
Nice.
Technics, Andrew.
Hey guys, I had no time for this, so Colleen already beat me to it, and my shitty entry now sucks more. Steve's Hoff's titties in bra glebe, while Chris brows hers.
Frankie Angles.
Okay, I got Bubby Kennedy.
Nice.
Melons Ringwald.
Nice.
And
funny.
Judge and I'm sorry, Jugs Reinhardt.
Leedy E Cup.
I decided to do all politicians. That was also good. I was trying to think of a boob pun for me, but I couldn't think of one. How did you guess my middle name? Okay, I have Angela Norkel, Evage, Anne Titicum, and Kaylee Tidanani.
Brian.
I've got Morgan Free the Boobs Man. Drew No Titty More. And Booby Boucher. Not a real actor, but
Is there anyone else in the front row? Wave at me with your physical hands because you didn't raise your hand if you want to. Alex, go ahead.
Hi. So I have Teet Davidson.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
Bill
great.
Honkia Trump. And Hillary Clinton.
Shit.
Are clips on the titties? I didn't realize that.
Well, they are if you bend them right.
Oh my God.
You gotta flip them over in a real way, but it works out sometimes.
Is there anyone else? Wave at me before I read the other entries. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, so these are the rest of the entries. We had, let me just start reading them from here. Anna Hood had some more. She had Henry Fondle. And then she had Roger Implant. Tam, because she'd hate it and want it censored, Titty Gore. Let's see. Frank Berman also had some, but he had to leave early. He had a lot of paid, but then these are his 3 unpaid. It is Titty Minaj, former President Herbert Boober, Kanye Breast.
Nice.
And then we also had Jonathan S., Areola Winter.
Nice.
Ella Fitzgerald.
That's pretty good.
Also, you can't even see. I forgot I did this. I forgot I did that, and then realized I wasn't on camera.
Is that a Mexican boob job? Is that a...
Yeah. Are you boob shaming me?
You got a Mexican boob job? Is that what happened?
We're like, here, let's just... All right. Jonathan S., Ella Fitzgerald.
Nice.
Jonathan S., the Olsen twins.
And twins.
Judy had Christie's swan song is I'm a boob on Titter. Tina McGillan, breasty white.
Nice.
Victoria Scararegio, Billy Boob Thornton.
Nice.
That's funny.
She also had Christina Jugsalera. And the Forgotten Beetle, Pete Breast. Oingo Boingo, long last name, Johnny Knockersville.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
LaBelle, Clint Teetswood. LaBelle, Conway Titty.
Oh my God.
Shannon Kerr, Orlando Boob.
Nice.
A phony descent also had Areola Grande. Oingo Boingo, long last name, Mamala Harris. That makes sense. Oingo Boingo, Drew Dairy Core.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Mrs. E.F. Williams, Catherine Zeta Jugs.
That's quite the Zeta Jugs.
That's pretty
And
great.
she had tiger boobs. Shannon Kerr, instead of Kevin Bacon, Kevin Boob. Try the 6 degrees of Kevin Boob now, for those who remember this.
Nice.
Renee Hutchison, Charlton Cheston. Razor, tune in Tokyo Yo Ma.
Oh my God.
That is such an
Holy
old deep
shit.
reference.
That is such a
Tune in
stretch.
Tokyo. Tune in
Holy
Tokyo. Oh my
fuck.
God, I have not thought of that in 30 years. Holy shit.
I have
That's
no idea what you're talking about. Oingo Boingo.
It was an old movie. The joke is there was an old movie and they put their hands behind it and you tell to a girl, she has to go like this and then you tune in with your...
It was in Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Just wanna have
it was in
fun.
Girls Just
I
Wanna
just
Have
looked
Fun.
it up. I was like, what 80s movie was that in?
Oh.
Yeah.
You could have just asked me. You could have just asked me.
And by looking
have
it
a
up, I mean I just
poster.
DM'd Renee. And I was like, what 80s movie was this?
I'm like, I have a movie poster of it. I could have answered that.
I was trying to look it up. I khakkied it. That's another way you could say Google, by the way.
We also had Oingo Boingo, long last name, Tig Ol' Bitty Nataro. Phony Descent, Snoop D-O-double-G Cups.
Shit.
Damn.
All right. We also had, let's see, Shannon Savage, Nipple-less Cage.
Great.
Shannon had the Virgin Mammary.
Oh my God.
Luda Chest. Michael Booby. Frank Berman had some more entries. Actress Titsy Gaynor.
Oh my god.
Boob
Old
Lori.
polls.
Boob Lori.
Nice.
Titsy Glazer. Dwayne The Rock Nipples Johnson. Brad Tit.
Simple.
Adler
but
had a bunch more. He said, Ann Dowd is now Ann Well Endowed. Adler, Demi Brawmore.
Oh
my Adler, Nippy Hedren instead of Tippy Hedren.
Nice.
Nice.
Paddington Bear is now Padding and Bra.
Celebrity Paddington Bear.
Gus Walsh, Budget Chicken Breast.
Damn it.
Gus, Mahatma Mammary Glandy.
Gandhi.
Oh,
It's
that was
Gandhi.
Glandy.
Memory glandy. That's what he said. Memory gland is what he
No,
said.
I know, but even the first name, like I just,
Oh.
we'll move on. It's-
Mahatma.
Curtis Mason, Sean Big Titty Combs.
P titty for short.
That's what the tape was of. That's why we. Okay, you know what?
This show is proof that comedy is not dead. You can still make jokes about crazy, inappropriate things and not be offensive to people.
Okay. Curtis Mason instead of Elizabeth.
I'm not allowed to say a serious thing occasionally. You know?
No, you're
not
not.
when it's the end of the show. Elizabeth Perkies. Jack Dostal, Jason Biggins. Moundy Moore. And in honor of the Super Bowl, Patrick McCombs. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just make sure, but we're done.
All right. I liked a lot of those. Moundy Moore was good. I really liked Yo Mama Motorboat. I like that one. Jack Nicholson was good. Tit Romney, Ice Teats, Tate Davidson. Ella Fitzgerald was really good. I think it's between Catherine Zeta-Jugs and Nicolas Cage. I think I'm going Nicolas Cage. I think that was my favorite, was Nicolas Cage. Renee, what was your favorite one?
I really liked Busty Rhymes.
Nice.
To my khaki girl over there. And then Nicolas Cage might be the winner for me too. It was so good. I'm mad I didn't think of it.
Is that your vote?
That's my vote. Nicolas.
All right. Sammy, which one's your vote?
I think the cool thing about this is like usually like everybody agrees on one, but we all have like different things we like, which is the great thing about titties. Like there's
Yes. So profound.
like for most of the game, Ice Teat for whatever reason made me laugh the most, but that was a beat when I heard Tig Old Biddy's Notaro. That was just but man, that was good. Man, that was good.
Is that what you're going with? Tig Old Biddies? That's good. Rach, what's your favorite?
It's Tiggle Bitties and Taro.
All right. That's a really good one. I really like that one a lot. When Ben.
Ah, man, I loved Boob Bra Winfrey, Dr. Jiggly Biden, Steve Boob Shimmy, Elizabeth Breast Perkies, Nicolas Cage, but my winner goes to Steve Top Stretcher.
Didn't know that was what you
Steve.
were into. All right. I'm breaking the tie. I got to go with Nicolas Cage, and that's when you take the bra off.
Really unveiling quite a talent for voices lately. You might have to appear on Gleam Off the Top soon, dude. You really are like coming into your own with characters.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I can only do
All
the
right.
lines I've already said.
Renee, did you have any?
Oh, that I thought of?
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, if Nicolas Cage was yours, email us at sdscshow.com. Sorry, Renee, go ahead.
No, that's okay. I had Rack Sparrow.
Nice.
I had Goldie Honkers.
Nice.
And then Buddy Racket, which felt like a little old, but
I like it.
I didn't thrive. I didn't thrive.
Sammy, what you got?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Nice.
That's so good.
Justin Bieber. Did nobody get that?
Oh my god.
Nice.
I
And just Tits Goober.
I crossed off a lot on this list, and I thought that was going to be the first to go. John Cougar Mellencamp. Cameron Double Diaz. Of course, we did rappers. You got all the rappers, but the GOAT, you forgot the GOAT, Jay-Z Cup.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
My own version
Poor
of
back.
my own version of the former president, Bra Rack Booboma. But don't forget about Pierce Nipples Brosnan. People always wonder what the L in Samuel L. Jackson. It's Samuel Lactating Jackson. If you didn't know.
Oh my god.
Ellen DeGeneres Chested. Lindsay Low Hanging Fruit. That's my personal favorite. And then the very last one, Pamela Anderson Cooper.
Oh my god.
That also wins.
Oh man.
That's really good.
Those are so good.
I had I think 5. How many you got, Rach?
I have 2.
I got as
I've
many
got-
as Steve got.
How many you got,
Perfect,
Steve?
because I got none because we're running late.
Okay, I'm just gonna do 2. Leslie
Okay.
Mann boobs,
Nice.
and then Matthew McConaughey. Those are some nice titties.
That's great.
I've got I've got Jeffrey Boobin. Probably what he's looking at. I've got O Tits Redding.
Oh my god.
I've got Nipple Kita Khrushchev, the old Russian guy.
Jesus.
The old Russian guy.
I got Michelle, my back man hurts.
Oh my god.
Then I have 3 Star Wars ones. I have Boba Fett, I have Handful Solo, and R2-D2. Okay.
That version of Star Wars is actually on Ben's OnlyFans.
I'll just do a few here.
Star Horse.
I just got a few, but I just want to say I've never been that much of a boob man, but they're growing on me. We got Rachel Jugs on her.
Not big though.
We got.
got it.
I didn't say what the
I know,
size.
I'm just kidding.
We got Titty Corbin.
Oh shit. God.
We got Jennifer Anus Tits. Instead of Tom Hanks, we got Tit Hunks. Angelina Boobie. And Reese Boobs.
And I have no entries. I just want to point out that if you did get a boob job in Mexico, asking for a C is very confusing.
Are you looking for a boob job? C.
All right, we did it. It's time for the song, Ben. Here we go.
It's Leedy Doodle time. It's Leedy Doodle time. The time when she does all the doodles that she drew this whole damn time. Leedy Corbin.
A lot of boobs this time, I'm sure.
I have high in the skies with no cries. The president we all need. Quiet, lame weirdo. It was just so good how you phrased it. And then I have sit down. You're not Jane Goodall. I have that random tipper in the background, our Mr. Hero who tipped.
My facial expression is perfect. That is how I felt during that whole sequence. That is pretty amazing.
Sorry, I'll try to be Jane Goodall next time. Yeah. I have pussy. I have girls run along. Mommy's working.
Oh my god, I want that so bad.
I'll send it to you. Then I have I don't think I've told that on here. Okay, and then I have Steve and the turtle trying to eat his fucked up fingers.
Oh my god. This is how I'm going to lure Mitch McConnell away from the Senate.
1, 2, 3 racks, you're out at the
Oh, good.
All of his drawings have the glasses on, even though he did not wear them.
I love the glasses. I'm gonna draw them. And then
I agree.
have, Rachel getting ready for her COVID test.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
They want to make sure that you're at least COVID-18. You know what I mean?
Oh boy. My very last one is Bernie Sanders OnlyFans.
Oh, god damn. I'd subscribe to that. At Art for My Heroes on Instagram.
I'm once again asking you to subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Oh god.
We're only a 2% discount if you join.
Everybody would.
Would.
All right.
They're so good.
Aren't they great? Great job, Lady. At Art for My Heroes. Follow her on
Okay.
Instagram. Speaking of where to follow people, Renee, where do we follow you at on the internet?
Oh, at Nene Gooder all over. At not all that. Nene Gooder.
Nene Gooder all over?
That's what it sounded like.
The hell of a game entry.
Your entry. NENEGOOTER. That's it.
All right. Well, we appreciate you being here, Renee. Thank you so much. We'll see you next
Thank you
time.
so
Thank you
much.
so much. Sammy, where do we find you at, buddy?
At Sammy Obeid, and if you follow me, I'll be posting boob pics for the rest of the day. So come get it.
Yes.
All right, buddy. We'll see you in a couple weeks where you can tell us that story that made Rachel so sad. All right. Love you, buddy. Rachel, anything to catch up on before we get the audience out of here?
No.
You can find me at Bowers Comedy. Sorry, you can find me at Bowers Comedy. So check that out. Rachel and I are going to do our first podcast with Kristen Key on. It's the 30th, right? Rach, when are we doing that? I don't know.
The 30th. What are you
I
talking
don't know. Make it
about?
up. I don't know. I don't plug stuff
It's February
much.
10th.
There you go. Close. It's close. It's 20 days
See
off.
who the organized one in this duo is.
Well, once you're organized, I don't have to be, so I just check out. Ben, what do you got going on?
This Saturday, Glebe Off the Top at Nowhere Comedy Club. Get a ticket if you can. Join the Mad Ones. And I believe it just dropped my new episode of my podcast, Last Week on Earth. My guest is Alyssa Milano. She dropped some very interesting things about her life you may have not known. We talk politics. It's very interesting. Check it out and subscribe, rate, and review. Thank you very much.
Cool. Steve.
Tomorrow night, I have a show at Nowhere Comedy. Check it out. It is a director's commentary show where I watch some of my clips and make fun of them. And I'm joined by Radu Bandar and Julie Kim, who are both absolutely hilarious. I believe it is Julie Kim's first Zoom show this whole damn pandemic. So very excited to have her back. She's hilarious. So check that out.
Very cool. Rach, anything to catch up on before we get out of here?
You would do. Zara Bending tipped the show and said, beware Girl Scout cookie season. You might just find yourself face to face with a large aquatic dinosaur-like creature. How much does it charge for cookies? About titty. Titty.
Three titty.
And then Shannon Kerr tipped Renee $15 and said, this is for Renee. I was pregnant twice and never got the coconuts. 32A for life. I envy the coconuts. My 2 shots and nada. All right, that's it.
That's it. All right. Well, audience, thanks so much. If you're sticking around, if you were part of the VIP or above, we are doing the hang here in just a minute. So we're going to, once we get done with the show, we will take about a 5 or 10 minute break, and then we'll do the Quiplash. It should be super fun. So if you're in the VIP levels, hang out there. If not, audience, we love you guys. We will see you on Friday for Fucking Fan Friday. Tam, I did find your vegetable to eat at the store today, so we'll be doing that. I'm eating some squash ravioli on Friday, so that should be fun. They did not have it in Florida, ironically enough, but you know, it was a vegetable, so I didn't expect too much. Anyway, so we'll see you guys on Friday. If you're not in the VIP, hang in a little bit. Yeah, so see you, Rach. Anything else gonna go before you get out of here? Nope. All right. We'll see you Friday, guys. Love you.
If you're looking for vegetables in Florida, check the retirement communities. Steve?
That is a joke I decided not to make. That is one I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm glad that you didn't win for president so that you could still make jokes like that, Ben.
Thank you so much.
And let me just say, here's a point no one's ever made on the show. Isn't it nice? They say comedy's done, but comedy's not done. You could say anything and still get a laugh, right? Without offending anybody. Okay, goodbye.
What a fun show this was. Thank you, everybody. And one of the great benefits of getting to close the show is you get to have the last word. So I would just like to share that I just got a DM from Zara apologizing for the lies about khaki. I'm right. It's kind of a light brown tan color. Good night, everybody.
What's in your Google? That's not
It's in your
right.
cleavage.